Hey y'all, look like we back on another chase. If you seen it, it's okay. If you haven't, you like me, you can watch it again. Now, armed carjacking suspect led the police on a high-speed chase. And the main thing that we want to make sure that the streets are safe doing these chases, okay? So sit back, buckle up, and enjoy the ride.
Top of your We are way north of LAX's Bravo airspace, pointing straight down Normandy, just past Century, as he continues to do loops around the south central area here. This started in Compton. These suspects are believed to be armed and dangerous. They believe there are more than one, and this is possibly in relation to a barricade in Compton, connected to a pursuit that we covered earlier this afternoon. Suffice it to say, these are armed and dangerous suspects, wanted for armed robbery, grand theft auto, and possibly even kidnapping. So some very serious charges, and they are desperate to get these suspects into custody. LAPD, using the help of the LA County Sheriff's Department, who has their helicopter overhead. LAPD starting this pursuit with unmarked vehicles, who eventually handed it off to the 77th Division units, who are now in hot pursuit of that white sedan right there. We do not have a good description of the suspect or suspects, but we believe there are multiple people inside of that car. These are carjacking suspects, in addition to all of those other charges, as they now make an eastbound turn past Vermont. They're going straight through Vermont, going to head straight back towards the 110 freeway. Hopefully, that will put them east of the 110 freeway, which will allow us to get a much better shot here. So right now, you are looking from north to south across South LA as we peer through these buildings and through these trees. That is the 105 freeway near the top of your screen right there. They are paralleling Imperial Highway, heading straight towards the 110 freeway, guys. And you can see they are doing much faster speeds than the rest of the traffic, probably in excess of 50 miles per hour, blowing through red lights and blowing through stop signs. These guys are not stopping anytime soon.
Yeah, blowing through intersections there as well. Some dangerous conditions out there right here at rush hour, but we see the cruisers definitely on the tail of that vehicle there. We, based off the information I'm seeing in our emails, 3 suspects. Is that what you are also hearing possibly, Chris?
I'm sorry, Michelle, one more time.
I said, based off some information we're getting from our assignment desk, it could be about 3 suspects in the vehicle. Is that also what you're hearing?
We don't have a number of suspects right now. We do believe there are more than one. Don't know how many. I can tell you that we covered a pursuit earlier this afternoon. To recap, shortly before 3 o'clock, they were carjacking suspects that led police on a wild chase through Compton, ending in an apartment complex where the sheriff's department, actually, I believe it was, I believe they were sheriff's deputies. My memory, if my memory serves me correctly, they might have been actually, no, they were LAPD units that actually chased them into Compton and had a hard time sorting out who was who there. There were a number of people detained in that apartment complex, and there was a barricade situation, a standoff that ensued during that entire ordeal. There were so many people, they didn't know who was actually involved in that pursuit, who the carjackers were, et cetera, et cetera. And there was a pursuit, there was a barricade that ensued, and then at some point late this afternoon, these suspects apparently, not sure if they're the same guys, but jumped in that white vehicle, and now they are coming northbound. It looks like northbound on Figueroa. You can see they did a big loop there. There were a number of officers at each of those intersections just now, and I can tell you that they are trying to angle for a spike strip attempt if they have the opportunity. I don't think that opportunity
3
has presented
suspect
itself yet,
got
but if they have the opportunity,
carjacking.
they will lay down a spike strip. And we're talking about rush hour traffic
Lead
paralleling the 110 freeway now straight
police in
up
high speed
Figueroa
chase. Got a
towards us.
school
We're
bus
going to get
there.
a better view here. You see they've got red lights coming up
And
ahead
they
of them,
running
and
red
then you
lights
caught
on.
a number of other LAPD units trying to catch up with this pursuit to back up these primary units. So you've got about a half dozen units right behind them. You've got about another 10 units who are trying to
Okay, I
catch up,
wonder how
and
many
that's all
units in
because
front
of
of
the
them.
nature of the crimes. These are violent criminals who are on the run from LAPD. They are dedicating lots of resources here. They are using the help of LA County Sheriff's Department, and they are going to try and set up for Spike Strip if they have that opportunity. I think right now there's just too much traffic in their way, and they haven't really established a pattern here, but they are doing circles on the west side of the 110 freeway here. So
Yeah, I think
they
they're gonna
seem to be
try
pretty
to
comfortable with this part
slay.
of town. This is where that pursuit started earlier this afternoon, even though it ended in Compton. These guys came from Compton and ended up right back in South Central, where we believe all of this began earlier today. Again, all of this is preliminary information. We're just giving you the best details that we have been able to gather from radio traffic and our assignment desk. Again, a lot of moving
You
parts here.
heard of Mary.
Very violent criminals behind the wheel of that white sedan right here as they come up past Manchester Avenue.
All right, and heading northbound on Figueroa past Manchester. If they continue in this direction, it's going to bring them by BMO Stadium, where a soccer match is about to get underway.
Oh wow.
And so the traffic is going to be even worse than it normally would be. And it's bad enough right now. You can see he's having to really thread his way through all these vehicles, sometimes going on the wrong side of the road, blowing through red lights, as you see right there, and continuing here northbound on Figueroa Street in southwest Los Angeles, now heading north and now past the airport TCA and into an area where we can better get a picture of where he's going. And I say he, but there could be several people, as Michelle mentioned, at where they are going, perhaps. And again, considered armed and dangerous. You note the police resources that are being dedicated to this.
Wow,
How
this
many
kind of
officers
strange
are
that
involved in this at this
they are
moment?
coming
Again, going the
downtown.
wrong way now, going northbound in the
Carjackers,
southbound lanes of Figueroa
suspects.
Street, flashing his lights.
Do
Looks
they
as if to
want to
tell
get
people to
caught?
get out of the way, but there's just too many people, too
The
many
volume
cars.
here,
Go ahead, Chris.
the volume here, Mark, is really concerning me. We have a lot more volume ahead of them here. Figueroa, lots of stops and starts in the middle of rush hour, no less. You can see he's got a little bit of a stretch here, and then there's going to be more traffic the closer he gets to Expo Park, to BMO Stadium. Town, there's going to be a lot more traffic. That really limits LAPD's options here. They're going to give him a wide berth here, but as you mentioned, he is blowing through a number of red lights here. We've already seen that in the last couple of minutes. Has no problem getting over those double yellow lines, going the wrong way to get around traffic here, already creating a little bit of distance as LAPD is a little more conservative here.
Oh
But they're not
wow.
going to lose visual. Again, they had the luxury of
Uh
that
oh.
airship. He just turned east on 59th. That's Figueroa at 59th, just about a block from the 110 freeway.
I
He
believe
go
they're gonna
under
try
the
to jump
110
out that
freeway,
car.
under
They're gonna
all of
try
that
to
rush
flee.
hour traffic,
They're
and
gonna
we'll
try
see
to
him come
flee.
hopefully right back out the other side. There he is, traveling eastbound now on 59 through Olive here from the 110 freeway. LAPD able to make that turn with him, although they are about now a block away. He's making another northbound turn, this
Okay.
time onto Broadway, northbound Broadway from 59th, once again, just
I
about 2
like
blocks
how
over from the 110
LAPD
freeway,
pulled back
traveling northbound,
off
doing
this
about the
car
speed limits,
to
maybe
make
going a
them think
little
that they're
bit
not
faster where he
looking for
can,
them.
but he's got traffic to contend with, and yet another red light here as he goes around that right lane. He is either going to turn or he's behind that tree. There he is.
Right
He went
there.
right through, straight through, northbound Broadway, coming up on 56, speeding up a little bit. You see a lot of traffic on the southbound side. He's got pretty much a wide open road on the northbound side for another few blocks, and then it's going to jam up on him once again. He does slow down. He hasn't really shown a willingness to ram into other cars in his way. He just
But
kind
he
of threads
don't
the
know.
needle and looks for any gap in the traffic to get through here.
Them
Those
boys about
LAPD
to
units
run.
only about 100 feet back there as he made that left turn. That's
Oh,
going to
there
be
you
a
go.
westbound
There you
turn
go.
onto 52nd Street,
Why
going
is he?
back over the 110 freeway, coming back over on the
Why
west
is
side
he
here. Again,
driving
we are
through
now back
town? Now,
in
when he
South
start
Central
going
as
in the
he continues to
neighborhoods,
travel westbound. Figueroa here, he's got a little traffic and
uh
it's a
oh.
northbound turn. So he's really zigzagging his way through
When he
here.
start
A
going
little bit of
into the
cat and mouse with these
neighborhood, in the
officers,
hood,
but
they
he's
about to
making these
jump out the
turns up
car.
as he goes along, but
In the
traveling in
street
the same
inside the
general
car,
direction. He's
y'all.
slowly creeping his way further north, further west, and further up town. Again, where these people reside, where they want to take this, really is anybody's guess. They are just desperate to get away from those black and whites behind them, but I don't think that's going to happen tonight. They have a huge amount of resources that are dedicated to these guys, and already LAPD has to be wondering how these guys got away from right under their nose.
Wow.
Barricade situation.
They don't know where
And
these
cops,
guys
we
are.
believe this pursuit began. Again, this is possibly related to another pursuit in a different vehicle. Again, carjacking suspects who stole the car at gunpoint, and that appears to be the case here as well. So they're now traveling northbound, making a right turn on Vermont at 51st. And again, going the wrong way there, going around traffic, going the wrong way on 51st, and I don't even see those black and whites
There you go. There go
on
the car.
Vermont yet. So they have fallen back a little bit, now traveling westbound on 51st all by themselves. If they wanted to dump the vehicle and jump out, this is probably going to be an opportunity for them.
Okay, they
But
about
right now,
free.
it looks like they're going to keep going. You wouldn't be surprised either if you see one of those passenger doors pop open. If he starts dropping off
I
some of
believe
his
one gonna.
cohorts here, a little hide and seek here if they try and hide and blend in this neighborhood. But right now, he is facing a little bit of traffic on 51st. We do not know how far back LAPD is here, but he is still moving westbound on 51st, coming up on Budlong Avenue, slowing down with this traffic here. He can either make
We
a
about
north
to
or
move out the way,
southbound turn on
truck.
Budlong, and he's going right through it, continuing further west here.
All right, Chris Christie, this is Giovanna Lotta along with David Ono joining you now as the 5 p.m. newscast begins. And 6 p.m. newscast begins. We are off by this pursuit
Nope.
here, but
Here you go.
we want to recap what we know about what's happening here. We understand that these are carjacking suspects and possibly related to an earlier carjacking. Is that correct?
That's the preliminary information that we're working with. That is what we're hearing from County Sheriff. However, that is not confirmed. We don't know for sure that these are the same characters that were involved, but there was a lot of commotion and a lot of confusion at the end of that earlier pursuit that ended up in a standoff, a barricade situation in an apartment complex, and this same group
Was that a
started
bird?
this pursuit in that same apartment complex or in that same area of Compton. Now you see LAPD has taken this pursuit over.
Oh yeah, they
Their
know
ship
where
has
they
taken
going.
over from the sheriff's
They
department.
headed
Who was helping
somewhere.
out here for a while. Sheriff's department does have some interest in this pursuit as well. This started in their jurisdiction.
He driving
but these
pretty
are
good.
probably, in all likelihood, if these are the same suspects,
Oh,
these
they
are
go. They go
wanted violent criminals
LAPD.
by LAPD.
They,
This
you
all
know you
started
didn't
earlier
lose
this
those
afternoon.
guys.
If this is connected in the same
Where
area
is he
that
going? I
we're
never
looking
seen
at here,
nobody
as
steal
they
somebody's
start
car
to do
and
some more
then run
circles in
downtown.
Southwest LA here, we might see that spike strip laid down any minute. But once again, good news, they have caught up with him after putting a little bit of distance. He's now going southbound on Danker, coming up on 47th. Again, that whole contingent of LAPD officers were able to catch up, and now here they are.
Oh,
Following
they
him,
told him
making
people
these turns
caught
with him on the
up.
left turn. Now he's done another circle here. A good indication that he may be hitting a spike strip if they can set up for one. He's traveling a little bit too fast too. But
Oh
look at
yeah,
that
he
rear
going
end damage. He's
fast.
already collided with something. That has
He
been there
sure
for a while. We
did.
heard that as part of the original description of this vehicle, that the vehicle was heavily damaged in the rear. You can see that rear end damage right behind that right rear wheel. Now traveling northbound on Normandy.
Wow.
This is about the third time they have ended up on Normandy. They keep getting on Normandy, turning off, doing circles in the neighborhood, but slowly creeping their way further north here. We are getting closer
Oh wow.
to Expo
Steal
Park
people
here
car,
as it
wreck
continues
people
at about
car.
65 miles per hour and very heavy
Keep
traffic
insurance,
northbound on
y'all.
Normandy. Again, coming up on 42nd Street. LAPD trying to
Hard-working
keep up here,
citizen.
but he's definitely gaining speed close to 80 miles per hour on surface streets, doing double the
80?
speed limit now as he continues northbound on Normandy, really putting a little bit of distance. And here comes another red light going around heavy traffic here.
Oh
Trying to just
my
get through
God.
here as he continues to zigzag his way further north, turning left on Martin Luther King Boulevard, away from BMO Stadium, where that soccer match is getting ready to start in the next 90 minutes. Traffic already starting to pile up on the 110 freeway. This guy is now moving westbound away from the 110 freeway, coming up on
Crazy.
Danker again as he continues westbound MLK over the double yellow lines. Once again, another red light here. LAPD traveling on those opposite lanes with him, desperate to keep up with this suspect. They want to maintain a and the LAPD helicopter is only able to do so much. If he makes a southbound turn
I'm surprised that
into
nobody get
LAX's
out and
airspace,
run.
that will pose a problem for the LAPD airship, which means it falls back on those ground units if that
Yeah.
airship can't get the clearance. Right now, he's
Whoa, there you
continuing
go.
through Western on Martin Luther King. We're getting further and further west here, and
Pablo, you
we will
funny.
look at this. I mean, he's really still maintaining almost
Hey,
double the speed
Chad, I'm
limit
I'm
speeds here. So
try
about
to
80 miles per hour,
watch this
only
chase,
slowing
trying to keep
down
an
when
eye
he
on
sees a
these
red
young
light, but
boys.
still doing double the speed limit, guys.
Yeah, so you have not seen so far any attempt at a spike strip or a pit maneuver because his speeds are excessive.
I don't think they're gonna do a pit.
Have some
Nah.
redundancy in where he was going, although it looks like he's kind of getting out of those circles that he was doing and he's going somewhere else.
Okay, wait.
Right, there
Pablo.
there was an attempt to coordinate for a spike strip if they have that opportunity. But as you mentioned, David, really
I
hard to
mean,
say.
he is
He's picking up
driving
more speed now, and
fast.
really hard to set up for those spike strips until he establishes a pattern. And you're right, he has to slow down too, really threading the needle here as he goes into oncoming lanes of traffic.
Ooh,
A lot
he
more
is
traffic
going.
traveling
He is
eastbound with him here,
moving.
coming really, really close at high rates of speed.
Whoa,
This
he's
guy
speeding
is
up.
going to end up crashing if he continues driving this recklessly at these speeds. This is going to end in disaster for him as he comes up on these intersections, which are loaded with rush hour traffic.
That's not good.
Along Martin Luther King Boulevard here, westbound MLK, coming up on Crenshaw at the mall, continuing underneath the mall and doing about 75 miles per hour. The speed limit here cannot be more than 45 miles per hour. Just to give you an idea, he's now closing in on 90 miles per hour as he closes in on Crenshaw.
Yeah, 6 o'clock in this area.
I wonder what
Very,
his
very busy.
buddies
Lots of
are
cars,
saying
lots
in
of
the car.
pedestrians near the Crenshaw area.
Man, let me
here,
out of here.
Where he is speeding through.
Speed
we
up.
believe that this suspect
Slow
or
down.
suspects. We have word there could be 3 suspects in this vehicle.
Oh, man,
but
keep
authorities
going.
Tell us that they believe this, the driver at least, is armed and dangerous.
Yeah, the charges are really extensive here. This all started as a carjacking suspect, but we later found out that they were one for possibly kidnapping. They are believed to be involved in an armed robbery, and the vehicle that they were originally in was stolen. These are GTA suspects.
I don't know why these kids, I don't know who's driving that car. I hope they arrest them because that's not safe what they're doing.
But
they putting other lives. This car, white car, is putting other people's lives in danger.
The laundry list of crimes this afternoon.
Stealing people's cars and then drive fast. Look at that.
We're really talking about a legitimate crime spree here as he continues, and really impossible to get an idea. Although we are hearing from the desk that
right, he just need to pull over. What's so easy about pulling over?
So we really are
and stop blaming everybody else. Blame yourself.
Has a little more information as to what's going on inside of this vehicle. You can see it's got paper plates, by the way, and I want to say that's a Toyota, maybe a Toyota Camry.
Wow,
if
look
I'm
at
not
that.
mistaken. Yeah, it looks like a
Tow
Toyota
that person
Camry
car
with
up.
paper plates.
They probably just got that car because it's a paper plate on there.
Coming up on Clyde Avenue on Obama Boulevard.
Good job.
Good
job. You're doing a good job.
No signs of slowing down, guys.
Yeah, that car can really accelerate. I'm curious, and I know you probably do not have the answer, but when we first joined you this afternoon at 3 o'clock, you were on another pursuit, the tail end of a pursuit that was also some sort of a carjacking, and then you actually.
Oh wow! Look at him! Look at this car, endangering people's lives. Look at that!
I wonder if that incident has anything to do with this that we're watching.
Yeah, we think that this all.
I believe these are the same boys who
there were a lot of characters
stole cars earlier that
there
day.
Were 4 individuals that
now
ran
they stole
the
somebody
vehicle.
else's car.
At the end of the pursuit, there was a foot chase that ensued. There were several people detained, but we do not know whether the people who were detained were the original carjacking suspects who were in that car.
Oh, look at there! Look at that!
As he hits cross traffic, coming up on here, turning off.
Where is he going?
Genesee Avenue on a residential street here.
They about to flee now. He on a residential
6 or 7
street.
units making the turn.
Uh-oh.
A very close call here, jumping over that speed bump here, and he's probably going to encounter several dead ends.
They about to jump out of there. Better get on your job, LAPD. Them boys may be faster than y'all.
As I look down, it's almost like a maze down there. This is the neighborhood. He has residential traffic.
Oh, he about to take them in. He took them in the hood.
His way through this neighborhood here. He's still showing no signs of pulling over, but that was a really erratic maneuver as he turned off of La Cienega there, and now turning back on to,
Oh yeah, he
I
know where
believe
he's
this is going to
going.
be, looks like Smiley Drive here, that he just turned back towards La Cienega.
Take me over
So he's in
grandma's
a circle
house.
here. Again, we do not know, David, to finish that thought,
Take
whether
me
this
over.
is the
Don't
same
take
guy
me
as
home.
the
Don't take
original
me over
pursuit,
mama's house.
whether there may be a conglomeration of suspects who were involved in the
All
barricade.
right,
This is
Christopher
on
driving that car. Okay, Chris, we gonna get you. When I'm behind you, I'm letting you know. I'm right behind you. You see
possibly
me?
related to that original chase, according to the sheriff's department. But again, a
Oh,
lot of moving parts here. The charges that these suspects are wanted for are very similar to that original chase as well. So that is some indication
look at
that
you
they
trying
are
to run
dealing
away, y'all.
with
Look at
at
Christopher. I'm
least
gonna get
some
him.
of those
Watch
original
and see.
suspects, if not an entirely different group
And
of
don't try
still
to run when
very
you get out that car.
dangerous,
This
violent
ain't
criminals.
slow.
Yeah, this driver is moving erratically,
Look
very
at
dangerously,
him.
very recklessly. 6 patrol cars following him now. And what does that
Wow.
say about what these suspects might be wanted for? Because sometimes we will see law enforcement pull back if the driver is
Oh, I see our
driving
car on the
very
news.
dangerously. But these patrol vehicles are staying close behind.
They are,
I
and
said,
so
wave
far
out
he's
the
running
window.
mostly in the median, going through oncoming lanes of traffic whenever he encounters anybody in front of him. LAPD
Wave
will
out the window,
communicate to
Chris.
a certain extent, and it is unusual that you'll see him stay on the wrong side for very long, just like you did right there. They'll go into oncoming lanes for a short distance, and they've got their lights and sirens blaring, and they see that there's no oncoming traffic. They're not going to commit suicide with this guy if he ramps into a heavy
Oh,
collision going the wrong way on a
why
busy
is
street,
that?
right? So they're going to stay on the proper side until they have the clearance to speed through.
Usually,
Which, as
when
he
you
continues to blow through these red lights, he
carjack
has to slow
somebody's
down
car,
and
you
cross
know where
traffic
you're
as well.
going.
Because even though
You
they've got their
steer the
lights and
car to
sirens
go
blaring,
run.
anybody
You
who's going
know.
through the green light, they've got to stop and make sure those intersections are clear before they can continue blowing through these intersections. Already,
You know what I
we've
say,
seen
Ian?
dozens
I
and
said the
dozens
same
of
thing you said. I'm
red
glad
lights
somebody
during the
think like
course
I
of this
do.
pursuit.
I
Now
said,
you
why
see
aren't
him
they in
now
front of him?
back on Washington Boulevard here, continuing westbound Washington through La Brea. He had the green light there. LAPD still keeping up with him.
Wow,
Despite
y'all
all of
going
these
to
erratic
jail.
maneuvers,
Y'all
they've done a
might well
remarkable job
pull. You
running
might well
his
give
tail.
up.
And so has the airship as he continues to call out the location here, continuing westbound Washington Boulevard.
Yeah, so far so lucky that he's been able to fly through these streets and not hit anything that we have seen yet. Although you did point out the
I
back
mean,
end
he's
damage
still.
that very well
Why
could
are
have
they
been
right?
as a result of this
Where are
pursuit.
they
Now he's
going?
going to be squeezing through some of these
Uh
tiny streets where there's no maneuverability. If there's something coming his way, that's when it gets really dangerous, Chris.
That's exactly right. I mean,
Wow.
there's so much risk here with a pursuit like this, and not to mention the
Do
danger
they
to
know where
the
they
people
going?
inside the vehicle, right? So, I mean, you have the way they're driving here. You've got a high-speed vehicle traveling through the suburbs of LA
Right.
here as we continue to meander through these residential neighborhoods during this time of the day where folks are out and about taking a
I
walk,
think
walking
every
their dog,
stupid
whatever the case
decision
may be.
is
And he
funny.
is barely slowing down at a lot of these intersections, both red lights and some of these smaller stop signs. He is just zipping through, desperate to put any distance, and so far he has not created any.
Pull
Again,
over.
it's remarkable when you
Come
see
on
the
now.
artwork of these LAPD
People trying to get
officers
home from
who are
work
so
and
highly
pick their
skilled,
kids up
highly
from
trained.
school, and you
Obviously,
want to steal
they
a
get plenty of
car.
practice. We have a front row seat to their practice on almost a daily basis.
Just
They
pull over.
engage with these suspects.
It's not your
in these
car
dangerous
anyway.
pursuits. But when they have people like this, the nature of crimes here, folks so desperate to get away, they know that they are going away for a while.
Yeah, that car
if they get
fast.
caught, it ups the ante tremendously. The risk here rises exponentially as their driving continues to speed up through this part of town. It's just a really tough time of the day. If it was happening in the middle of the night, you would be a little bit more comfortable because it's just less people out there, less innocent motorists, less
I mean, if they get a
pedestrians.
job, they can have their own car. How about
Back in
that?
the
Why
oncoming
is that so
traffic, all the way over,
simple?
despite the oncoming traffic here, almost looks like somebody was maybe setting up for a spike strip, but probably not. I mean, it's traveling too fast to really predict where his next move's going to be. But if they see one, they'll take it.
Wow,
We
he
did
went
not see
around the
any,
traffic.
even a remote indication
Hey,
of a
baby.
pit maneuver. I don't know if they've given a go-ahead or if they've
Put your
possibly told
seatbelt
them to
on,
pull over.
cause Chris
Most likely,
driving.
because
And I'm
they
right
don't
behind
seem to
him.
be armed,
I'm not even driving.
that
He's
pit
not
maneuver
driving
is
fast. I'm not
likely off
driving
the
fast.
table. That is protocol.
Oh, now you don't pick up. Now slow your butt down, Steve. I could
exact
say
information
Steve.
and intelligence that LAPD,
Chris,
those
slow
officers
down,
and those
Chris.
sergeants are working with here. So all of that plays into their decision making. If
I'm
they
gonna
are
pull back out.
confirmed to
I'm
be
gonna
gunsmiths,
slow down,
they likely
but I'm
will
letting
not
you
be
know
picked.
that I'm watching you
No
now.
regard at all for the safety of other motorists on the road, and it is just such a heavy
No,
traffic
Brian,
time
but
right
this
now.
this is live,
6:12
but
in Los
I'm
Angeles, as you
just
mentioned, people driving home from work, kids being picked up from school. Look at all of this traffic. The lanes are
I
just
know,
constantly
James. I mean, he just
bypassing
he
all of
just
it.
riding like we
Tremendous
do
amount
this
of
all the
traffic right
time.
there. And yeah, you make a great point, Chris. The fact that these guys may be armed.
Wow, you don't know where this is? I ain't gonna tell you. That means that you haven't been here
And
before.
stressful situation for law enforcement to try to
They
figure out the
telling you
proper
where
way
it
to
is.
handle these guys.
Oh,
No,
they just
there's a
tried.
spike.
Oh, they put that spite out there. He dodged it.
Missed. I think he missed the spike. A great attempt there, but he missed the spike.
He
And
missed the
now,
spike.
Unfortunately, I fear we may see him act even more agitated
Uh,
or to really speed up. You know, you only get so many shots. They took a good one.
he didn't hit the spike though, James. He didn't touch the spike at all.
Just barely missed with the right side of the vehicle. I think he was able to maneuver around that spike strip. And
So that answered my question.
Right after he
Ahead of
really
him.
applying more acceleration here. So he's speeding up, encountering more heavy traffic here, people crossing the street.
Right.
MLK at Crenshaw Boulevard, a major intersection as he travels
Oh,
now
so he gonna
southbound
trick them.
on,
So I see what
southbound
this
on
car doing. These people right here
Crenshaw.
don't done this before.
I'm sorry, eastbound, I'm sorry,
MLK.
eastbound, he turned on to MLK.
Yes.
He's on MLK, eastbound MLK in Lemur Park. Again, speeding up here, definitely
Wow.
not want to get caught in another spike.
No. Pull the video back up and we'll take a
Right. Oh,
It doesn't
you know where we are.
compared at all when it comes to his tires, but at least we
Oh,
know
you
now
live in Cali.
they
Well, okay, but
may
here go
be
your
more
place.
aggressive about getting these guys stopped, and they're willing to do the spike strip in
Ah.
spite of the fact that he's moving at such a high rate of speed.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, another big median here doesn't even have the
Yes.
option of getting over. In fact, look at this.
Oh,
It's
he's
a
already
divider.
Yeah, he's on the other
completely
side.
On the other side.
Wow.
Opportunity now
It's
to
completely on the other side of
He
MLK.
on the other side. Oh, come on, baby. Traffic
The
violation.
traffic is getting worse.
Yep.
It's actually getting
And that
worse.
should
The
be
further,
Crenshaw.
that's right.
actually,
Or
it's
Arlington.
Arlington.
This is Arlington. This might be Arlington. Yep.
He don't know
through
what to do.
Arlington, along MLK. Once again, we're turned around now. We're now going eastbound.
Canada watching.
LAPD
Hey,
with those same
Sarah.
pursuing officers who originated
Queensland,
this pursuit, likely prepared
Australia.
to hand this off to a new set of units at some point. They have been through a lot here with this guy. If they can coordinate a handoff,
Yeah,
that might be in
baby.
the cards as well. Again, these are armed and dangerous suspects, and you want a fresh set of eyes and
3
ears and
suspects in that
officers
car, guy.
ready to execute the felony stop at the
Alabama.
of this pursuit. We do not know what these guys are. Well, we have an idea of what they're capable of. We can only hope that this comes to a peaceful resolution as he continues past Western Avenue, eastbound on MLK.
Wow.
Start making our way closer.
I'm behind you, Chris. I forgot, Chris. You better have your seatbelt on.
Attempted spike. Here it goes again. We're slow-moing it now, so watch closely. There's a spike. It did hit the car.
Uh-oh, y'all.
If it
That
hit anything when it comes to tires,
that spike hit that car.
passenger side tire, but it didn't. I think it bounced off the chassis.
Why y'all asking so many questions? Just come in and watch the show.
But
Jesus.
It's one that's gonna go flat. It's gonna be
Goodness
fast.
gracious.
Another spike is laid down
Oh.
right there. They're pulling it though. It's a failed spike. He goes around to
Oh, he went around that spike.
Through the red light here at Normandy. MLK eastbound at Normandy. An attempted spike strip. They pulled it back. And here's another
Okay.
one. A third spike strip attempt, but no dice there either.
God, y'all throwing the spike too late.
Very difficult to execute, especially at high speeds.
Right,
But these
official.
guys are doing their best just by being in the right place
Jesus,
at the right
there's so
time.
many
It
questions.
takes so much practice, skill, and a little bit of luck to really perfectly execute
Uh-oh,
a good spike. And
uh-oh.
even when you lay it down, like you said, it might have bounced off.
Girl, do you know you walking between a chase?
To get those straw spikes embedded in the tires.
You better run across that street.
And then eventually
Where you go?
rotate the air down to a flat tire. So
They telling you what he
a work
did.
of
You have to
art, and
listen.
These guys are doing their level best, but it is.
They
look at
are,
this,
they
oncoming
stole that
traffic
car.
as he made a southbound turn on Vermont Avenue, once again picking up speed here.
They just
Very
hijacked y'all
dangerous
people
drive
cars
behind
while
the
y'all
wheel
work.
here. You can only watch him cross over into the wrong way, the wrong lanes, go the wrong way so many times before somebody gets hurt. There's just too many people out and about on a Wednesday evening in the middle of rush hour like this as he continues to play with luck here. Another busy intersection, Vermont at Vernon Avenue, again through another red light. Hasn't stopped for a single red light, guys. I mean, he's
Jack
looked at
Gruden.
every single one, but LAPD, you stay right behind him.
Oh, Brian.
Chris, on MLK,
I don't know what
that
color they
street
are.
seems
They
to
are
be
everybody.
lanes
All these folks be
across,
stealing
and that makes it
cars.
even more difficult because their reach has to be a lot more.
My
as
main
opposed to, let's say,
focus
a one
is
or two
the
lane
safety,
street
the
where you have a
safety.
much better,
You know, the safety of
possibility of hitting
the
those
public
tires.
and them.
It's really
I
challenging.
hope
But
it
they're doing
end
the best they
well.
can. Now that at least they got a spotlight on them, and perhaps that warns some folks of what's coming their way.
He said
And he's also
Wednesday.
on now of those spike strip attempts. So he's driving on the far left. As you noticed, he was driving on the far left lane, which it's harder to get the spike strip out that far.
Wow.
That's right.
Why
And
would
he's
you
looking
steal
out
a
for
car
those,
and
right?
drive
As he comes up
downtown?
on these intersections, he's looking for those black and whites. He's looking
Where he
for any sign
going?
of interference, whether it's a spike strip or a barricade or whatever it is. He is looking out for not only the officers in his rear view, but the black and whites ahead of him. And you saw them even trying to they
Do
try
we know?
they could lay down that spike at the last second and execute a good spike strip attempt. But again, it's very difficult work. Now he's slowing down a little bit here.
Yeah, he slowed down a little bit.
Going straight through. He's on 54th, going through Hoover.
He's thinking
That's
now.
going to be eastbound Hoover. I'm sorry, eastbound 54th through Hoover, rather. Continuing to get closer to Figueroa. He may take this underneath the 110 freeway again. He has straddled both sides of the 110 freeway earlier on in this pursuit. Again, this all started in Compton.
People, you all don't have to come and watch this if you don't want to.
Southwest LA.
Golly, nobody care about
Last
your
half hour on the west side of the
comment.
110 freeway. Now making that right turn onto Figueroa.
Jesus.
The one thing we have
Go
not
somewhere
seen
else.
during the entire course of this pursuit is no
What's up? Way too fast up in the house.
Probably for multiple reasons. But I can tell you, one of those
Who
reasons
we
is very
in
likely
the hood?
that the 110 freeway
In the
is
hood.
jammed up bumper to bumper, both northbound and
Watch
southbound
out.
through
Watch
South
out,
LA
please,
here.
I'm
So
gonna-
if he's at all familiar with the traffic patterns this evening,
All right, Christopher, I'm behind you. I'm still right there on your tail. Pull over, please.
Continuing now southbound Figueroa through Slauson. He's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, still 6 units right behind him.
Yeah.
There are many more backing up these officers in the rear and also setting up ahead if they have another opportunity to set up for a spike strip. In fact, if he stays on Figueroa, that'll allow them plenty
What's
of
up, Holly?
Again, be careful with all the rest of the
Get
cars
nigga,
here.
let's get him. Let's
Other
get him.
motorists
He
involved
tired of
in
driving. Must not have that much gas in the
really
car.
complicates things. And again, here
There-
comes
there's
another
another
spike
spike.
strip.
There's
He
another
makes an
spike.
erratic turn there. He makes the turn.
I make out. I don't know how to.
So he saw the spike. They laid it down right at gauge. He made the left turn on gauge to avoid the spike. That's going to give him an opportunity to get
Hey,
under
Ron.
the 110 freeway or
There you
down
go.
the freeway. He's making a right turn.
Oh, he going on the freeway?
Freeway, likely
Finally.
intentional, but that's going to slow things down here, and it's going to make things so dangerous.
Oh man, the free boy, you got on the freeway.
It's going to get very, very dicey. So the first order of business now, guys, is to create a traffic.
Thank you,
ring in the
Brian.
middle of
Just
rush
like to
hour.
have fun with
You don't see this
y'all
very
watching
often.
these
Okay, is he spooked by the traffic? Will he get off, or will he commit to the 110?
city people
Okay,
make
he could've gotten
decisions.
off right there. He's
He
gonna
got
get
off.
shoulder
Look, he got off the
down
house.
the 110 freeway. They're gonna probably ask for
He
help
saw that
behind
traffic. He
patrol
got off.
to help create traffic breaks behind him and ahead of him here. But nobody is going anywhere fast here because of all of
Wow.
He's got a lot of brake lights along the main lanes, which means he's probably going to ride that shoulder until he encounters his next exit ramp.
We
Wow.
have seen this before.
Okay, now y'all really
Just
could
a
have
couple of months ago,
stopped
we saw
him.
CHP stop all traffic on the freeway, and that allowed them to do a perfect spike strip on the
There you
suspect's
go.
right
Sure,
freeway.
it will allow
Maybe
them
this
to.
could help set that up as well. He's going to weave his way through just a little bit, but so far he hasn't made any aggressive moves to get away
Nah.
from the lane. Well, now he's moving into that
Wow.
direction. Maybe he wants to just move a little bit faster, but it's hard to tell what he really wants to do here.
I mean, he's got the express lanes right there. I can't imagine why he's not using those express lanes, but instead he's gonna
That
weave
wasn't
his way
that
through
smart at
traffic
all to get on the highway. Come on
the
now.
110 freeway, continuing southbound now on the 110. You're right. We have seen it before. They are rare. Spikes spikes on the freeway with any amount of traffic, they're very difficult and they're very complicated, but desperate times call for desperate measures. We have seen it, and we may see it
Wow,
again.
they
Just
might
never
would
know.
just.
Right now, I think they first have to keep in mind that they have so many innocent motorists in the vicinity of these dangerous suspects, not knowing how desperate or how capable that vehicle
Just
is.
imagine you don't
They
know
have to treat him very
those are
carefully.
dangerous suspects
They don't
on the
want to spook him or
highway,
agitate him
and
further
you
than he
trying to get
already
home
is.
to your
Now it
husband.
looks like, I believe that's going to be the
Hey,
express lane. He
Janet.
just jumped over all the way to the right.
It doesn't matter. Y'all don't want to watch. If you have, if a lot of us work, a lot of us sleep. If you have seen it before, you don't have to watch it anymore. We didn't, okay? We didn't.
It's not nearly as comfortable as it was on
I know
Sunday before.
that way too fast. Still fun. Just go somewhere else.
But it's interesting to see how he might maneuver.
It's not
this,
old. It
how
went but 3 weeks
tactically law
ago. Good
enforcement is gonna
Jesus.
handle this with so many cars that are out there
I
now.
missed it.
He took an exit.
Getting onto the 105. I think that's going to be the 105 freeway. 110 southbound at the 105.
Y'all can get him right there. Get him right there.
West or east?
Get him off the road.
I think he took
Looks like he's taking the westbound 105 freeway.
Sup, Carolyn?
Imperial.
He's not. It's the eastbound.
Good to see you.
Well,
Sup, Barbara?
I think it was Imperial.
let's see.
Wow.
Yeah, he's going to cross Imperial. We'll see if he goes through it or gets back on the 110 or turns. He's turning onto Imperial. I think that is Imperial. Turning left, eastbound on Imperial.
He is start yelling. I can't breathe.
Which gives some limitations
Woo.
on the ability to fly.
Yeah,
I
unfortunately,
can't breathe.
we are now in the thick of LAX's Bravo airspace. On top of that, we are now coming up to the extent of...
God, it's dark out there too.
We're going to go get gas. We've got our second helicopter, our Air 7, who is also...
Wow, look at the dark out there. Oh my goodness.
We're going to start to pull back
Them
here.
people need to get caught. They stole somebody's car, y'all. they stole my car. They better catch them.
Now, on the east side of the 110 freeway, paralleling the 105.
I gotta take. You gotta take. Some people gotta take their children to work.
Continuing this dangerous getaway as he just jumps right into oncoming traffic at every intersection with anybody in his way here. It's just such a dangerous predicament for these LAPD officers.
Hey, baby.
Of course, you need to
Thank
refuel.
you. Thank you for your excellent coverage as always. And we've been following this pursuit for about 30 minutes now. These are carjacking suspects wanted by authorities, possibly also connected to an earlier pursuit earlier this afternoon. David, you were covering that at 3 p.m.
That pursuit came to an end in an apartment complex, and it got really tricky. For
Wow.
police officers. They were apprehending
It's dark out there now. Come on, baby.
People of interest.
Y'all can't find them. Where the car at?
Fights broke out with police officers. We never got to the bottom line on whether they had the right suspects or not. This pursuit began somewhere around
Wow.
that complex. Maybe it is connected to the pursuit that was happening this afternoon around 3 o'clock.
It's dark out there
We
now.
are trying to get some confirmation on that. Nevertheless, what we do know is the suspects that are in that vehicle. It's a Toyota Camry. It's white. It has paper plates. It's hard to see inside because of the very on the windows. There may be from 1 to 3.
Yeah,
people
they done
inside
got
that
away.
vehicle.
I wanted them
Said
to
that
get
they believe
away.
They may actually be armed suspects. So, obviously, the LAX.
I know LAPD need to do better with their
Our
chase.
ability to see this, but keep in mind, the same is happening for law enforcement when it comes to their helicopter. Their helicopter has to fly within LAX space as well and get special permission to be there. We don't know.
You can't tell me what to do on my show. Go somewhere else and watch it.
We're looking
Subscribers,
lights. There
not
are
yours.
some lights right there in front of you that we're trying to push in on, and that may very well be the pursuit as it winds its way through these streets, 111th, 112th Street, right there.
Right in the middle of the screen.
Watts area.
Yeah, right in the middle of the screen. Okay, we want to bring in Bruce Thomas, our law enforcement expert, joining us now. You helped us through many of these pursuits. Have you been watching?
Wow, they lost them, y'all. But I don't think they lost them. They still behind them. We just can't see them.
Yeah, yes, for the first
Hey,
time.
baby.
Sorry about that. And the other thing too is you have wanted on carjacking suspects.
I know that's right,
from what I understand.
Brian.
So these are wanted felonies.
You don't tell me what to do on my channel.
Right. They're
Go
not going to
somewhere
let go,
else.
and they do measure who they're chasing, right, Bruce? I mean, if they believe
Sarah, you know it's a
these
hater
suspects are
somewhere.
highly dangerous to society, they're going to go. They're even if this
Well, I
pursuit
don't
is
think that they
extremely
can ready
dangerous.
to end this video,
Yeah, that's
but
100% correct, David. Pursuits
I'm
are
gonna see can I
not
find the update on this
critical.
video,
As you
and
know, he's trained with some law enforcement personnel.
I'm gonna
And
put it out there
look,
for y'all.
it's so unsafe for the pursuing officers that we can't
Yeah,
do this
they
like speed, traffic, and
they
getting
following
a
them,
lot
but they
of
can't. We can't. The
those are
copter can't
helicopters that go into the watch commander
keep up with
who
them in the
ultimately
dog.
controls the
They
pursuit.
can. I
And
don't.
can
There you
you
go, right
comment
there.
on the spike strip
There you go.
effort? We saw several attempts at laying a spike strip.
They got
None
them,
of
I
them worked.
guess. No, they
Is
don't
there a
have them.
strategy? What are law and what are the officers out there looking for?
Yeah, when you want to play a spike strip, you want an operational area. One meaning that
Yeah,
you
I'm gonna try to get the update real
what kind
quick.
of spike strip are you throwing? Is it like a tack strip where it's three parts and all of a sudden it becomes one long
To
one?
be honest
And then
with you,
also, are you funneling the
that was
suspect
earlier right
towards the
there.
spike strip? And we have seen
It's
recently
now right here.
they have been unsuccessful at
That
deployment
was
of that.
earlier.
All right, you were
God
watching
is
this
good.
pursuit. It continues on in the middle of your shot there. You can see the emergency
Right.
lights. They continue to be on the move as they go through the Watts area. So the pursuit is continuing. We're staying on top of it and gathering as much information as possible. Hopefully, it'll start coming towards where the lights
Okay,
will start.
y'all. Do is it's late. It's
Pause
not
right
late there.
there.
It's just
Bear
dark. But
with
this
us
that
because
car
we're
right
going to sit
here.
and
I'm
keep
gonna
in
see. Can I
mind.
like to give my
We're at
people the
6:28
update
right
on
now. In about
these
a minute, we're going to be throwing it over to
chase?
World News, but we will continue our coverage.
And thank y'all for watching. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Bye.
Oh, from what we understand.
Okay, there is a foot bail underway.
Yeah, so they
We
are
aren't